What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of American Horror Story Double Feature Season 10, Episode 3, Thirst. Okay, let's just get into this episode. Now, we didn't really get much, but for me, it was just enough. The way that ended, baby, I was sitting here like, oh, okay, all right. But so as the episode opens up, the cop, the chief, she is just really concerned about everything that's going on. Mind you, Doris done got Alma, okay, and at this point, she trying to clean her up. She trying to clean this little girl up, talk about some, you up here eating dead bunnies and stuff like that in the blood, and you can, get diseases and shit like that. So Harry comes up in there, he trying to figure out what's going on, and he looks at Alma, Alma looks at him, so he kind of figured out, like, they had this own little language, silent language that was going on between them, and, he figured it out, she done ate a pill, okay? And so at this point, while Doris was trying to clean up Alma and talk to Harry at the same time and tell him something is going on, okay? I don't know what it is, but your daughter was out here eating the freaking bunny, okay? What is happening? They get a knock at the door, and it is the chief of police, okay? So she come up in there, and she basically was like, they saw your daughter, whatever, out there, eating some animal or, coming back, y'all in a hurry, you and Doris or whatever, coming back in a hurry or whatever, and she want to talk to the little girl, okay, because she had blood on her or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, so you finna take this little girl to the police station to question her without her parents involved, okay? Now, I just feel like that don't seem right. She's a minor, and I thought that at least the parents had to be down there. You talking about let me talk to you without your parents around. I said, The little girl only 9 years old, come to find out. But, she was like, it's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on at this point. Stuff popping up on it just don't make sense, okay? And so, they like, listen, Doris like, no, we ain't finna do this. She coming down the steps. She trying to, take up for her daughter. Her daughter is scared because she don't know what's going on a little bit. Meanwhile, little Doris, she done tripped down the steps because she done felt the little kick. Oh my God. What I do? Oh, that ain't funny. That ain't no, but that is how she did. She's and she doubled over and she fell down the steps. Baby, I was sitting here like, I had to rewind it because I thought, that little girl, I don't trust that little girl, okay? And this whole episode showed me why I don't trust that little girl. I do not trust kids in horror movies, okay? I seen Children of the Corn, okay? I seen Pet Cemetery. I seen all of that, I just don't trust little kids. But for some reason, I was like, did I miss something? Because I had to rewind it, and I thought that little girl had, like, pushed her down the steps or something like that because of the way she was looking at her when she was down the step. So no, she had got a little contraction or something, a little pain in her stomach, and she fell off balance. So they had to take her to the hospital. And she's suffered a couple of miscarriages before, so the doctor wants her to stay there for at least 4 to 5 days. And the hospital is in a different part of the town, okay? It's not in Provincetown, but it's a different part of the state, And so at this point, she wants Harry to watch Alma, and he was protesting a little bit, but he eventually had to do it because, she ain't got no choice but to stay up in there. They have a conversation up in the car, okay, about the reason why she took the pills. She was like, she wants to be the greatest, okay? She said she don't want to just be great because he was like, you're great without the pills and all this stuff. And she was like, I don't want that, okay? I want to be the greatest, you know what I'm saying? And his whole thing is he was fearing that he wasn't being a good father to her, okay? So now he has to really watch her and really do things for her, and she's like, there are people that's really good at something, and she's one of those, and she don't want to just be good, she want to be great. What really got me in this conversation was when she said, why do we need mama? We might as well just get rid of her. I said, wait a minute, what? She was like, she ain't a good mama. You know, her designs are whack. You know, the little girl, I said, girl, do you hate your mama? Okay, because at this point, it's like, you know, it's this pill is a true serum, okay? And mama, the little girl is saying everything that she kind of felt. I don't feel like she's just saying that because, you know, she got this pill and all of a sudden she tapped into her, you know, heightened creativity and talent or whatever. No, that just made her more bold. Mama been thinking this stuff about her own mama. That's what I'm convinced of, because she literally said, why we need the bitch, okay? We need to leave her, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh no. Harry was like, no, we're not going to do that, okay? That is not what's about to go on, okay? That is, we got to calm that down. Meanwhile, let me fast forward because, girl, I've been distracted. I ain't even gonna lie. I was distracted watching this because, you know, shout out to Bondi. I feel so bad. Her roof is messed up, and, you know, she's down there in New Orleans, and her roof is messed up from the storm, and oh my God, it's just a mess. But I hope them insurance company do not mess her around. But anyway, the little girl basically, he told her that you need to stay off the pills, okay? And she was like, well, if I'm gonna stay off of the pills, you need to stay off the pills. He was like, okay, cool. So at this point, he gets to the crib. He trying to do his little screenwriting and all this stuff. He trying to do something, but he is drawing a blank. So he gets up and he goes to the trash cans and he get the bag of pills. It was like at least 4 or 5 of them in there. And so he took one. Why was Alma right there watching? I said, wait a minute, where did you pop up from? She said, and he was like, oh, okay, cool. So he take her out to dinner to go eat at the Muse or whatever. They want a steak, okay, extra, extra rare. And he basically was like, if you gonna keep on taking these pills, I gotta supervise you, okay? Because, see, I'm the type of person that I can take these pills. I have off seasons and I have on seasons. So when it's on season and I need to go ahead and write, I can go ahead and just take these pills or whatever. But you gotta cultivate your talent, and you gotta keep on going and going and going because you're still young, you know what I'm saying? And if you still doing all this stuff, basically, you know, I'm gonna have to go out there and get your food for you, you know, take care of the business. And she was like, what if I can do it? She said, no, because you don't trust people, okay? I don't trust you to go out there and do all this stuff. I have to protect you. So even when you turn 18, I'm still be doing this for you if we're gonna keep on taking the pills. I said, so you gonna let this little girl take them pills for the rest of her life, for the rest of her childhood life, just to get to where she needs to go? I said, nah, baby, we ain't got time for that. And then she was like, listen, I'm hungry, okay? And so he was like, all right. He go on Craigslist. He see something that he like, an ad that he like. He go to the person house, and it's this lady that comes to the door. She looked like she drugged out or just coming down from a high or about to come up on the high, okay? And she was like, first of all, let me see your ID. And he was like, for what? You a man, a stranger coming into my house, and I'm just this single woman. I don't know you. I said, truth be told, what the ID gonna do, because it could be fake or whatever. You don't know how he look or whatever. So whatever. So he come on in the house, and then, you know, she light a cigarette, and she looking at him and was like, you want a BJ? A BJ? I said, ma'am, you don't know this. And right then and there, I just got a real uneasy feeling right then and there, okay? Because you was literally telling me you don't want anything to happen because you a single woman in this house by yourself. So you checking my identification, and then you come in and asking me if I want a blowjob. No, ma'am. I said, something ain't right. I said, Harry, turn your ass around. Harry was like, I'm sorry. No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. She was like, what you mean? What you sorry for? It ain't nothing to be sorry, you know. I don't take offense to you turning me down. He was like, no, I'm just saying that I'm sorry, because that was his victim. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in time, somebody comes up behind him and knocks him out. I said, wait a minute, what happened? Girl, Harry wakes up in this little room, tied up, shirt and pants off. I said, oh my God, what is going on? Why are you in your underwear? What's happening? And then he look at the wall. It got some rules on the wall talking about some no complaining, no this, no that. Okay. And it's this guy. Basically, what's finna happen is, because he broke the window, they was like, hey, calm down. I ain't come over your house breaking stuff, so don't come over my house breaking stuff. I said, first of all, y'all attacked him. Even though he came there to attack y'all, or at least her, y'all attacked him. And you expect him to be civil, you know what I'm saying? Give you some respect? No. Come to find out, I guess they do this all the time. You know, you put these little Craigslist ads out and see that was a point. Okay. I hope people don't really be on Craigslist like that no more. Okay. I will say this. I did go on Craigslist once before. Only one time, and that was when I was trying to get these video games. I went to get a Sega Genesis and a Nintendo, old school, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I had to go out there to Schaumburg to get it. Me and my cousin went to get it, and it was cool, okay? But you have to be careful. Remember the Craigslist killer? That was real, okay? You just never know what these people are like on these little services or whatever. So basically, they into snuff films, and the man was gonna do him until his booty hole turns inside out. I said, oh my goodness. I said, what the freak? And she said, because he was like, here, take this Viagra pill. He was like, what I need the pill for? Oh, so you can get hard and you can do me while he doing you. I said, what the is going on? All right, so they sell these snuff films and stuff. They had him tied up, get him up out of there. You know, he put the pill in his mouth. We thought that he took the pill, but he didn't. Okay, and so at this point, they had him bent over. The camera wasn't charged up. They had to fix that. So in the midst of them fixing that, he had took the pill out and then tried to knock off the because remember his teeth, I guess his teeth are, you know, sharp now. Okay, so he gnawed off the handcuffs or whatever that he had on his the tie that he had on his hands, and then he went over there and he attacked them, took old girl throat out. I said, ooh. Old boy was looking like, oh my God, what is going on? He did have a gun, okay, because he pointed the gun at him. And next thing you know, he took that gun and he shot old boy. And he was like, when I finish eating her, I'm going to let you bleed out while you watch me finish eating her off, okay? That's what I'm going to do, you know? So he was scared. I said, wow, you know? And so at the same time, he done filled up some stuff and brought some food home for his daughter. Poured the blood in the bowl. Poured the blood in the bowl and put a spoon in there as if she was drinking soup. Okay, I said, so we're not just going to put it in the cup so she could just go like this, you know, go. You know what I'm saying? No, they put it in a bowl and gave her a spoon like she about to eat some Cheerios. I said, what is going on in this show? No, I said, look, girl, don't do that. And she sat there and she was like, I said, sis, take that bowl and go, you know, gulp it, okay? Meanwhile, Ursula bring her ass to town. I said, Ursula, who told you to come to town? He up here trying to clean up the blood and stuff like that. And, you know, she come to town basically to tell him that Quentin Tarantino wants you to do his write for his miniseries, his limited series, and usually he don't have nobody else write for him, but he's so impressed by what he wrote and all that, and she wanted to see the town where you know, he getting all his inspiration from that's making him this bomb ass writer, okay? And so at this point, you know, he trying to hide, you know, what's going on in the house, all right? You know, not letting her see this area, not letting her go all over the house or whatever. But, you know, she said, I'm gonna be up in the hotel room, you know, is it a place where you can go get something to eat? And he suggested the Muse, okay? That's the only place that they be going to. That's where he met Austin and Belle at, okay? And mind you, she had to go ahead and go because Miss Alma was hungry again. She was like, Daddy, I'm hungry. He was like, I gotta feed her. You know, gonna lie and say that he was fixing some spaghetti because she saw the little red spots and stuff like that. And it was like, it's early in the morning. But anyway, so Ursula winds up going to this spot. Okay, she winds up going to the Muse later on. And she's waiting for the food. You got Mickey sitting there just looking at her, kind of trying to pick her up or whatever. And that's what we thought, okay? Then you got Austin and Belle up there singing a song. They sound good. I ain't even gonna lie. They sound good, okay? But here come Ursula. Ursula was like, girl, I did not come out here for this mess, okay? Do we have to hear this all the time? This like the second time y'all done got up here and saying this crap. This is not when I came to see here or whatever. This is pathetic. I said, ooh, baby. One thing that you don't do, and I can't stand when people do, you come into another person's, area, town, city, place of business, and you just start acting very ignorant and trashing it or whatever, being disrespectful to it, you don't do that in their face. Okay, you wait till you get in the privacy where they not there. Okay, you go home and you trash it. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You don't do it right there. Okay, because you never know what can happen to you. At this point in time, she done just made some enemies. All right, and I was just like, oops, something is about to happen. Mind you, Belle walked past her and was like, oh, so you look sweet, okay? Because she had to, let him know that she's a outsider or whatever. And, Ursula, she ain't scared of nothing. And I love the character who plays Ursula, because what Ryan Murphy does, and I realize this, most of the times when he brings her on, he gives her a strong, no-nonsense, that bitch type of character. Like, you're not finna scare me, okay? I'm still gonna stand my ground. I'm in charge type of person, and I love it, okay? Because Mama wasn't shook by nothing that was going on in this episode. Mickey up there talking to her or whatever. She was like, listen, you a meth head, and you ain't even my leave me alone. All right. Later on the next day, she was walking on the beach. Mickey finds her. Okay. And he was like, listen, I'm not trying to pick you up. What I heard was that you are an agent, and I just want you to read my screenplays. Okay. That's all that I want you to do. And please don't throw it away. Just read it. Okay. And of course she had some stuff to say, but she eventually said, all right. And then I'm sitting here because he was like, he wrote 4 that whole night, 4 screenplay in a couple of days or whatever. So I was like, you did take the pill. I'm thinking that he didn't. Remember when I was trying to figure out whether or not he took it or not? But was he just writing on his own, or was he writing because he took the pill? We found out he actually took the pill. And so, Ursula, she actually did go back to the hotel room and she started to read. That first page had her engaged. Like, she just read it, skimmed it, and was like, oh my God. So she trying to figure out what exactly and what's going on in this town, because she was like, you're a meth head and you just wrote a $3 million. Oh, excuse me. I hope y'all didn't see that. You just wrote a $3 million script, okay? And you got Belle out here, you got Austin out here, and trust me, I know who they are, okay? It looks like I didn't know who they were. Listen, I was at some event or whatever where I saw Austin up there getting an award. I know Belle because I read her books, and I took care of myself to her books, okay? And so you got Harry out here who was an okay writer, and all of a sudden he putting out some of the best material that he ever did coming to this town. What is going on, okay? Not a tweaker like you putting out all this good work. What is happening? And I said, please don't say nothing. Please don't say nothing. Boy, she ain't even have to wear him down. Mickey said, listen, it's a pill. Okay? If you got the talent and it's in you, it brings it all the way out, and it makes you put out your best work. But if you don't, it turns you into a pale person. Okay? That's what happens. And she was like, okay, that's cool. So what I need you to do is I need you to get me some of those pills, and I need you to get me the source. Okay? Because I can outsource this to, everybody in the agency or whatever, and put up this big old agency and hand it out to people in Hollywood. I said, no, we're not about to do that. Okay? We're not about to have the Walking Dead walking around. This is how stuff spread. I said 28 days later, we ain't finna do that. And we're not finna do that. Okay? But, she was very much determined. So of course, in exchange for her, doing what she gonna do for his screenplay, he said he gonna do it. Because then we see him sneaking into Belle's house after Belle leaves with Austin. Okay, he gets some of the pills, and of course he gets the pills and he take it to her. Austin and Belle and Harry, they go get some dinner. Okay, they go over, they answer this ad to this person that was supposed to be, having this coin collection, right? And so they go over to the house, and it was supposed to be one person. It was 3 people there. And it was like, oh, goody, a buffet. Said a buffet, bitch. Okay. Of course they took them out, one person for each person. Okay. But when it came to Harry, he did something with the one person, but he wasn't all the way out. But he took him, put him over a chair, looked in the cabinet, and got a thermos that was there, slit his throat, and bled him out into the thermos, okay? So he can take the blood back to his daughter, And so at this point, they was in the car, And they kind of noticed it. They noticed it before they left. They was like, oh, that's a new technique. Hurry up and finish because I'm on a deadline. That's what Belle told, Harry to do. But when they get into the car, they start driving, but then they pull over and they put a gun on him and was like, who the blood for? Who the thermos for? And he was like, it's for Alma, okay? And at this point in time, he was like, she found my pill. She snuck and took it. I didn't know. And they was like, you got to get her off of it. She got to stop it, okay? That's what's going to happen, And if not, we're going to have to take the little girl out, okay? That's what's going to happen. And they dropped him off. And then they come to the conclusion that they got to take both of them out. She said she wrote some of her best stuff on the Pure Young, okay? After feeding on the Pure Young. I said, ooh. No, they finna take the little girl out. Little Alma didn't put the family in danger. Because now they're going to have to take Harry out. So that means if they take Harry and Alma out, they're going to have to take Doris out too. Mind you, Doris is pregnant. Okay? Doris is up in the hospital pregnant. She ain't want no part of this. Y'all done got her all messed up and all up in this mess. I said, this don't make no sense. Meanwhile, Mickey go out there to the docks, okay, where Harry went earlier last week's episode, and he did his first kill. Mind you, the chief, she trying to understand what's going on too. That's what she said. She said people was washing up on shores and everything, on the dick dock. That's what she called it, the dick dock, okay. I guess this guy knows Mickey. And he's a drug dealer. And he's also one of those people, I guess he, do a little bit of other services too. But he told him everything's been dry. Ain't nobody been coming up. And at this point, Mickey pulls out a knife. He got a little pick in his hand. And he was about to start stabbing him. So they get into a fight or whatever. Because he was like, what are you trying to do? And I'm looking like, Mickey, I don't think you're going to overpower this man. But they fighting in the water and everything. And then eventually Mickey do take him out. Mickey take him out and Mickey have a feed. So when Mickey get back to his place, Belle is there. All right. And she was like, I can't believe you stay up in a place like this and you wake up and I want to not wake up every day. Okay. Like, who would want to be up in some mess? Okay. Now I did my best writing in some shitty places, but this takes the cake. But anyway, what I need to know is why you take the pills and what's going on. Listen. Okay. So here what happened is, so I did steal the pills from you, but, I've been doing good. You know what I'm saying? I'm a talented person. Obviously, look at me. I'm on your level. She said, you are a paper plane. I am a 747, okay? Just because you got a little talent don't mean that you up there where I am. I said, oh, Belle said, don't you ever compare yourself to me, okay? You are never going to be on my level. I was like, oh, all right. But to keep the secret in there and to keep him, this is how she controls stuff. Because I'm pretty sure this kind of what happened with, what's her name? Tuberculosis Karen. Remember, she had her doing her dirty work, going to get a baby for her to feed off on. I said, oh my goodness. And now she got Mickey saying, you owe me some bodies, okay? You owe me dinner, you owe me lunch, you owe me breakfast. So the first person that I want you to take out, I want you to take that agent out, okay? That's what I want you to do. Take Ursula out. And he was like, damn, I don't know, but it is what it is. I guess I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. So meanwhile, the chief, she up there trying to investigate the guy death that Mickey killed. And so, there was a witness. It's this writer, okay? And he said, I didn't see the faces or whatever, but it seemed personal. It was one-on-one. He was up there because, his dog died and he liked coming out here in the winter because it's quiet. And, he could feel the colors, and that's the reason why he was on the beach. That's not really why he was on the beach. He probably was looking for something else, okay? But he just couldn't find it. And, the chief asked could he come down to the station. He said, no, I already gave you my statement, and that is what it is. I'm not going down to the station, okay? So she a little concerned. So Mickey, he winds up going to Ursula, okay? Trying to sneak up into her room or whatever. He come up into the bathroom. She up in the tub taking her little, enjoying herself. It's like she knew he was coming, okay? She knew he was coming. She wasn't scared of anything. She was like, oh, so you here to take me out? So what's good? You gonna take me out after I, got your stuff, somebody want you on their team to write or whatever, and you to rewrite the new book, reboot. You to write the reboot for this show called Speed Racer or something like that. And he was like, "Oh my God, Speed Racer, that was my thing, and I named my teddy bear after this person, and woo woo woo." He put the knife down and he said, "Listen, what's good? Okay, we all to the good. She needs to go to the source. That's what she wants from him." Okay, so he tells her about the chemist, and they wind up going to the chemist. Who is the chemist? Miss Angelica Ross, aka Candy from Pose. I said, bitch, yes, a black woman is out here doing this stuff. So they trying to convince her to basically give her the pill so that she can mass market that stuff, manufacture it or whatever, make her money, get her rich and all that stuff. She go tell Austin and Belle what was up. And they was like, "So did you take the deal?" She was like, "No, because I already told you I don't like new people. I don't like strangers. I don't trust this lady. I don't know who she is, okay?" So what wound up happening is Miss Girl said, "Listen, what we gonna have to do is you're gonna have to take them out." I said, "Oops, take them all out." They was like, "What about the kids and everybody? You gonna have to take them out. That's what we gonna have to do." And I was like, okay. Meanwhile, Harry about to go to the hospital, so he says, to see how Doris is doing. And really what I feel like he was going to do was to go get some food, okay? And so, and when I say food, y'all know what food mean, okay? So at this point, Ursula was over there to babysit Alma. I said, bad idea. Bad idea. Mind you, the chief is sitting outside the door. She's watching. She waited till Harry left, okay, to come to the door and to talk to Alma. I said, "What is going on?" I said, "See, Chief, this is why what happened to you because you are breaking a lot of protocols. First of all, I feel like you was breaking protocol when you wanted the girl to come down there to the station by herself, this 9-year-old child to come down to the station by herself to talk to you about what was going on as if she did the stuff, okay? Meanwhile, Ursula upstairs taking a nap, okay? So she opens up the door, Alma, and I said, "Didn't your mama ever tell you not to talk to strangers? I don't care if you spoke to her before, she's still a stranger, okay? And you definitely don't let them in the house, okay? I don't care if they the police or not, okay? That's not what you do. That's not what you do." Miss Chief up here talking to her like she a grown-ass woman. "We got this coming out, more bodies coming out, and I just don't understand it, okay? It's like, is it a blood disease? Is it a cult or something? Like, what's going on?" You was like, "Tell me. All you got to do is just tell me. Because listen, what's going to happen is when your daddy get here, I'm going to arrest him, okay? And that's going to be that." And she was like, "So have you ever had a dream or something that you wanted to do?" And then she was like, "I mean, yeah, when I was younger, I wanted to be the first female ranger. I was 10 years too early, but that's what I wanted." And she was like, "So you would have killed anybody to get that? You probably would have killed the whole country." And then asked her, has she ever killed before? She said, "The enemy, that's it." And she was like, "Well, you probably would have did all of this just to get the to become a ranger or whatever." Baby, at this point, I'm sitting here like, what's happening? Because I do remember that she looked on the counter. They had put the focus on the fact that it was a ice pick or something on the counter, okay? And so at this point, I was like, "Miss Ma'am, I need you to go. I need you to go. First of all, we black and we don't do this." I'm sorry. That's all I was thinking. I said, first of all, you are breaking a lot of codes at this point. Why are you talking to this child with no parent or adult in front of you with her, and then you up in this girl house by yourself? Okay, you already know some funny business is going on and you don't understand it, but yet you are still up in here and you know that you got an inkling that this little girl got something to do with it, and you gonna come in there by yourself. Girl, that little girl, as soon as she said, "I'm gonna arrest your daddy. I'm gonna arrest your daddy," baby, Miss Alma said, "No, you not." Dink, dink, dink. I said, "Oh my God, is this Psycho? Is this Psycho?" She ice picked her up in the neck, okay? And then let her just fall on the table and drained her blood. Next thing you know, she licking on the freaking ice pick. She like what she tasted it, okay? Harry come back and see that the chief still laying on there, and it's a couple of bowls collecting the blood, and then they sitting over there, Ursula and Alma sitting over there at the counter talking, playing cards. And Ursula was like, "Listen, so Harry, we got some things to discuss." I said, "Lord." Jesus. This was a cute episode. It wasn't much, okay? But they gearing up for it, okay? I feel it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. You know, for it to be gone for a whole year, I'm taking what I can get, you know, and I'm actually enjoying it. It's enough for me. But y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.